Hi, this is Kristen here. Welcome to another process video, and today I'm working on a layout for a Pretty Little Studio challenge hosted on the Pretty Little Studio fan page. I will include a link down below, and so it is based off of the sketch by Jenny Newlin. And so they will host, Pretty Little Studio will host challenges each month. Sometimes only one, sometimes a couple. Like this month, I think there's 3. And so you have to use 75% of Pretty Little Studio products, do whatever their challenge is. You can submit your work onto their Facebook page, and then you can be entered in to win a $25 gift card to use at the Pretty Little Studio shop. So I think that's really awesome. And so I am working with a combo between Love is Kind, and I do pull in some You Are My Sunshine pieces because I feel like both collections work really well together. So this is a page called Fruitylicious, and this is from the Love is Kind collection. And so I'm just taking these scallop pieces. I'm going to fussy cut these out, and those are essentially going to be my bursts of my sun rays, I guess. And I initially had it on this ledger paper in the background, but I just felt like that didn't mesh well. It didn't seem like it went well together. So I ended up pulling in this kind of gingham paper, and that is called, I believe, Be Mine, and that is from the Love is Kind collection as well. And so I had played around. I actually ended up cutting out quite a bit. I was playing around a lot with those sun rays, trying to figure out how I was going to have them positioned on the page. And I felt like to really kind of start to figure it out, I needed to at least get the center piece down first and then go from there. So that's what I'm doing here. I popped it up on foam just to give a little definition from the background paper. And then I'm just kind of laying out the sun rays to try to figure out aesthetically how I like it. I had taken a few of them off, put them back on, and I really liked all of them on there, so I was like, I'm gonna make this work with all of them. I couldn't really choose which ones I would take off of it. So, and I feel like this looks pretty good here, and I'm just trying to kind of like space them out somewhat evenly so that they look right to my eye, I guess. And then I'm just taking, this is just some like craft tape that's supposed to be kind of like low stick, just to kind of get them somewhat positioned on the page, kind of where they are, because at this point I kind of like where they're at. So, and that was just a placeholder. And then I'm going to start popping the sun rays up on foam, just where they're laid out, just so that way I'm not, moving things around. So I just am kind of bending back the sun ray, adding a foam piece, and then putting it back down. And I end up sorting through the ephemera. I cut away from that because I've got so much ephemera that it takes me a little bit to kind of go through all of that. So the You Are My Sunshine piece there that you see, that is actually from the You Are My Sunshine collection. Both of those frames I've pulled out. And I'm not sure if anything else, like the stars might be, some of those might be from the Love is Kind, the little sun guy that I pulled in. I don't know if he's from Love is Kind or from You Are My Sunshine. But anywho, anything that you see on this page is a combo of either of those two collections. So. Just because they're very similarly kind of toned, kind of have similar themes. So, and then I'm just pulling in some of these little clouds here just to figure out which cloud I like better. So, and then this heart paper, I believe, is from the Love is Kind collection. I'm not sure what it's called, but I decided that I like that to be my actual sun. So. And so I'm going to pop this up on foam as well. So I'm just going to get that placed down there. And then the pictures I've decided to document are a couple pictures of my daughter when she was probably about a week old in these pictures. Like, we had just brought her home. And I had all these really big bows for her hair because she was, my only daughter, and I wanted to dress her in all the girly things. And some of these bows were so much bigger than her little head, as you can see here. And so I thought that this would be perfect for this layout. So those are the pictures I picked out, and I just, off camera, you couldn't really see it, was kind of down at the bottom of the screen. I was just adhering down the pictures to the frames there. So I'm just trying to finalize a little bit here where I want everything placed, kind of the positioning, spacing, things like that. And then I will pop up all of this on foam. The only things that I don't are the stars, which I end up gluing straight down to the paper there, so. And so I've gone off screen here and gotten pretty much all this adhered down. I'm just kind of finalizing this little banner. Part of the banner I popped up on foam, part of it I'm gluing down. So there were a couple of the flag pieces that did need to be popped up on foam. So that's what I'm doing here. And here is the close-up shot of the finished layout. I really enjoyed this. I thought it turned out really cute. And thank you, Pretty Little Studio, for hosting this. Here's some close-up shots, and I appreciate you coming by to watch another process video.